If we can hear from heaven, we shall be changed. What is the point of my suffering? I don't need a motivational speech. I don't need any more medication. I need to hear the word of the Lord. What is the point of what I'm facing? Paul preaches, the only term I can think of is he preaches as if he's in a funnel. Last week he taught us the goal of Christ. That was the big picture. The goal of Christ is you. The goal of Christ, that he taught us last week, that Christ has this goal to present us before God, spotless, blameless, up and above any questions. That's the goal of Christ. But now Paul says, now that you understand the goal of Christ, let's go further down the funnel. Let me narrow it down. Let me pull a little bit closer. He says, now that that's the goal of Christ, this is my goal as a minister. This is Paul's goal. And he says, because I have a goal, those who I share with, those who are Christians in the faith, in the church, this is now your goal. He starts with Christ, he moves to himself as a spiritual leader, and then he moves to all of us. He starts off by saying, now I rejoice in my sufferings for your sake. Paul is saying he's excited, he's rejoicing, he's filled with joy that he is suffering for the sake of people. The rejoicing here is not him rejoicing because he has trial. You're going to have trials in life, whether you're in the faith or out of the faith. It rains on the just as well as the unjust. You don't have to sign up for hardship. Those things are allotted, appointed to everyone who is alive today. Everyone's going to have hardship. Yeah. It has nothing to do with income, has nothing to do with status, has nothing to do with with what we have said or done. You will have trials, troubles, even those who look like all is well. They're sailing out on a yacht right now and enjoying themselves in the sunshine. Everyone has troubles, has trials in life. But Paul says, I found a rejoicing in mine because I'm rejoicing for the sake of people. He's not saying I'm excited that I'm in prison. That's not what he's saying. He's not saying he's excited because he's been stoned and almost died because somebody threw a rock at his head, rock after rock after rock. They had to drag him off of the battlefield, the missionary field. That's not why he's excited. He's rejoicing because what he went through was for the sake of us. The Colossian church, the Longview Bible church, each of us specifically, Paul says, I can rejoice in what I'm experiencing because I've experienced it for somebody else. Now I rejoice in my suffering. Paul understands the reason he can be in prison, separated from his family and his friends, because he still understood that where he was still able to rejoice. He could still find joy. There was chains on his hands, but his spirit, his soul before the Lord was free regardless of his circumstance. But that's just Paul. Now I rejoice in my sufferings for your sake. Rejoice. My suffering is a blessing. It's a teachable moment. It's a demonstration. It's an encouragement to somebody else. This is not how we normally, typically think about suffering. I normally think about suffering as woe is me. I can't believe this happened to me. Why is this happening to me? I never thought my life would take me to this place. That's how I look at suffering. I look at suffering from my vantage point, and it's all about me. Paul said, I'm going through suffering, and it's all about you.